One of the most helpful principles I learned in school: don't be precious. Being precious means getting overly attached to what you've already put down, so much that you resist reworking, adjusting, and starting over when you need to. Basically, it's whenever you value the product over your process and skill development. That's why I prioritize a painting process that isn't about laboring over every brushstroke, but rather getting the big pieces in place first so that everything afterwards falls into place just a little bit easier, which is why I always start with a larger brush before I jump into my redraw. Another way you can think of this process is like building a house. You wouldn't hang curtains and put down a rug before putting up the drywall. The foundation of your painting has to come first. And if you skip ahead and focus on the small details too soon, you'll either have to tear everything down and redo it, or you'll end up with kind of a wonky house. One way I ensure that I'm building everything in the right order in my own painting practice is using something I like to call the step back test. Basically, you hang your painting on a wall, take 10 paces back, and if it looks okay from that distance, it's usually a good sign that you can dive into your detail. But if not, and this happens to me all the time, you have to be willing to not be precious and go back in and move things around, even if it's a pretty major overhaul. This is why you'll hear so many artists prioritize not being precious in their own practice. Whether it's starting over on a painting that isn't working or making bold mid process changes, the real skill isn't avoiding mistakes, it's being willing to fix them.